Pikachu. Pikachu. And this be that. And I'm back. Yes, I am. Hiya. Here I'm not. Here I'm not. I'm back. And don't you dare try to yeet me. I will destroy you if you try to yeet me. I can't take off my shoe and send it into the atmosphere and then make it destroy into many millions of pieces, and each piece will have the power to destroy a different part of the planet. Wake up. Why do you want to send me to Brazil? Why do you think I want to be to Brazil? Of all the places you can send me to, why Brazil? Send me to Tokyo or Hokkaido or Kyoto, but Brazil? Heck, I'd rather go to Athens or, I don't know, London. No, no Brazil. It's hot there. Hiya now. Are you sure you want to, redeem that gaming? I think I already follow you, don't I? I'm 99% sure I already follow you. I'm pretty sure of that. I will see. I'm pretty sure I do. Gitana? Yeah, I am following you. No ads. Yes, I am following you. I am following you. What? No, I'm banned from going into that person's stream. That's what I'm banned from. They still haven't responded back. A little sour about that. I gave him a chance. Oh God. Pikachu. Why do you guys gotta keep using that? Why? What have I done wrong? Here I am trying to help people all over Twitch, and you guys gonna torment me with Pika. Why? Why? Oh no, that's even worse. Okay, I'll let you get your little jollies out and wait until you guys. Oh, of course you won't run out of channel points, darn it. So I'm going to ignore all of this. Knuckleheads. Did you just put underwear in my nose? Oh, okay. It looked like underwear. It's a flag. Okay. I thought it was underwear. That's the first thing I thought it was underwear.
Up in here. Y'all gonna make me act up.
I have to have a mind before I lose one. Oh God, not pop too. It did look like underwear. It did. Not yet. I only have so many emotes. After all, I had to have one for Stabby. Oh God, not that too. You guys are nuts. Stabby. See, I don't even know what the Stabby status is because you guys are going nuts. Oh my gosh. No. I see what you guys are trying to do. You're trying to cover my mouth so I can shut up. Nope, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna hurt my neck before I do this. Don't tempt me. Jeez. I do not want to be kissing Mama's ass. No, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. It could have been worse though. One time you guys had Yuri's armpit shoved up my nose. I was like, what the heck? That was crazy. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. I ain't going to really go absolutely crazy. No, I'm not going for armpit today. No armpit, no ass. No. Ain't gonna happen. No. Why do you guys keep doing this? Why? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
My boobs do shake on that when I do notice that.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, God. Never mind. You didn't hear me say anything. Okay. Can we get to the point that's at hand today, please? Or is this torture going to continue for the rest of the stream? Huh? You sure? Because every time I think it's enough, you guys throw something else up my nose. Literally. Okay. Well, if you have... I can see you, I can see you. I'm staring right at you. Honestly, I would rather have SOB here than deal with that individual from yesterday. That was pretty bad. Hiya, Dragonstar. Okay, but yeah, if you guys don't know what happened yesterday, I tried to do my interviews where I could interview streamers who had little to no people in their chat, trying to get them a little bit more exposure. One of them went well. One of them was kind of like pulling teeth, but since they were playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, I don't blame them. But the other ones didn't go so good. One had the subscriber only chat on. One of them had turned me down. And of course, there's the guy who banned me. So, yeah. So this time around, I am actually going to ask you guys to have a little discussion with me. Join me in the Discord, and we have a conversation, if you like, where you could answer my 5 questions. So I could actually introduce you guys to each other, even though you already know each other, but yeah. But yeah, I decided to be the bigger person and go ahead and reach out to them one last time to explain the situation. I did actually go into their VOD and watch what happened after I left. I actually recorded the footage of what happened after they left. I might actually compile that into a video that I'll share with you guys, but because I don't want to bring any harm to their reputation, I won't put it public. But yeah, after the raid, he informed that he wasn't sure. Thought it was a bot, and he didn't want to take any chances. He said he knew it was a dickish move. Sharvin was still on the chat, and Sharvin said, I see, I believe, or something like that. But that was it. Sharvin didn't stick around to explain the situation, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. So yeah. So I decided to reach out to them, send them a PM to see if they will listen. I'm not going to ask to be unbanned. I actually honestly have no intention of going back to their channel. But I don't want to be misunderstood. I was not doing it maliciously. I was trying to do it to help. And the sad thing is, they said that having 3 viewers in their chat was the most people they ever had in their chat. They never had above 3. They never had 3 people in their chat. So yeah, that's the type of person I wanted to help to get above that, but you can't do that. You can't progress by banning people trying to help out. So I don't know. Maybe they're watching now, and I don't know.
Well, I think you are a great person, and I'm sorry that it happened.
Ah, thanks, Sarah. Thanks for the resub. Arigato. Yeah, it really rubbed me the wrong way, and it was actually kind of make me feel like maybe I shouldn't be interviewing streamers, trying to give them a boost. So tonight, I'm not going to go for randoms. Tonight, I would rather interview everyone here who streams. So yeah, that's what I would like to aim for. If you guys are up for it. I think I'm not sure. I see you playing Hades there. Yeah. Well, the thing is, he was actually recommended by Charvin, so I assume that Charvin pretty much vetted that streamer was worth checking out and would be someone who would be more open to something like that. But nope. In fact, the only one who actually gave me a good reception was Edorak, and I will reward them by that, because when I do the video editing, when I have a chance, hopefully Thursday, I will go ahead and set it up where it gets a lot more exposure, and they can get some more people into their stream, because I believe that Edorak is a kind of streamer that definitely deserves to have more people watching them. So yeah. Well, that's why I asked them. I actually tried to ask when I got into the chat. So that was my first interaction with them. I don't know why he assumed I was a bot, because he was the only one who did assume I was a bot. Everyone else, they either turned me down or just said no, so. Well, that's the thing. The first thing I did was ask them. And instead of just turning me down, he banned me. That's the thing. I didn't even get a chance to explain myself. So yeah. They didn't even give me a chance to even get to hear me out. So yeah, that's how that went. Yeah. Well, the sad thing is, I would have given them a second chance if they would have reached out to me or didn't ban me right away. Or, I don't know. But yeah, it would, I think in the future, if anyone suggests the streamer to me, maybe kind of warm them up to the fact that I would like to interview them. Let's say, like, you could just say it in chat before I get there. I have a streamer friend who wants to help some streamers get some more exposure. Is it okay if they ask you some questions or something like that? Of course, that might get you banned from it with some people, so who knows. But yeah, and also there's still the whole thing over my head here is the fact that I'm not a quote-unquote big streamer. I'm not. I'm a mid-tier streamer, pretty much. But I know the reason I'm aiming for people who have like 0 viewers is because I want to pick people who were in the exact same predicament I was in 4 years ago. Just streaming to no one and just hoping that someone will drop by and give them a chance. I want to be the person who gives them that chance. Just like I got help from Streamer Zone helping me get a foothold on starting, I want to be doing the same for someone else that way. That's the only reason I'm doing this whole thing in the first place. Just help people, because if I wait until I become big, famous, and partner-like, no one's really going to take me as being sincere if I do something like that. They'll probably think I'm just doing it for clout or something, but I'm not. I want to do it while these people really need it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's streamers out there who are probably one stream of no one showing up before they decide to quit it altogether. I don't want people with promise to give up. I want to give them a little boost of confidence, a little encouragement, a little a burst of happiness to let them know you're doing something right. Don't give it up. That's what I wanted to do. But that's just me. Okay. They know the stream and then they ask them first. Yeah, that's why I would suggest. So I think for today, I want to interview streamers that I already know. And tomorrow, maybe I'll take recommendations of people who you guys follow who you think needs a little boost. I mean, just like Aki. See, that makes me want to play the game more. Every time I see that, it reminds me. Sandy, you haven't finished robotics now, chat. Ah, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I do want to boost some streamers who definitely deserve it. So, yeah, my head hurts. So my question tonight, would any of you like to join me in Discord for me to interview you? Yeah, I figured that you did. I did watch the rest of your VOD and I understood that you were coming from that. I just really hoped you would have let me explain myself before banning me, that's all. And now I can see your message. Okay, I understand. Okay, I won't do the spotlight. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do this week. I just wanted to help some streamers get noticed. But if you don't want to, you don't want to. I understand. I respect your wishes. Okay. Okay. But as for today's plans, where's my neck so crooked today? Darn it. Let's see. Let me reset myself. Sorry. See, every time I look at an angle, it thinks I'm at a different angle, and I'm not at that angle. Okay. There we go. Now she reset. Okay, now my question is, would any of you today in the chat would like me to interview you today with the same 5 questions I mentioned in the Discord? Unless you want me to interview myself, which I can do. It'll be hard, but I can do it. You don't want me to interview myself. Oh gosh, that would be a pain in the butt. But possible. Just painful. Anyone? No? Well, I will go into the Discord. Let's see, go into our community events. Go into a 2-person one. Okay, so and I'm in the 2-player split screen channel. If anyone wants... No, tempting me with food. Okay, you want me... What? Asaria? What's Asaria? Watashi wa Sandy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. My quest is to bring happiness to everyone on the Twitch. The capital of Asaria is something I don't want to know about. I'm like, see, now first you tempted me with jerky, now you're going to tempt me with cream puffs? Why do you do that? Why? No. I can resist. Must resist. No. I got the beloved jerky. I'm happy for the rest of my life. I got the jerky. I ate the jerky. I gobbled down the jerky. The jerky did not even last a freaking day, practically, until I lost a bag. That's the only reason I had some left over. I misplaced the bag. Okay. Okay, so I am the 2-player split screen channel in the Discord. If anyone would like me to interview them, feel free to join me, and I will set up a screen for it just now. Okay, meet me in the 2-player split screen channel, and I'll be setting it up just in a moment. Just need to get my screen set up real quick. You already know the questions. I'm going to ask everyone the same questions. You know exactly what the questions are. Sorry, I can't help it. Okay, so let me see. Where's my screen at? Web browsing. I'm going to do a little something different on this layout here. Should I put it here or here? Maybe here. I don't know. I'll put it up here. Okay, I need to find something to do with this. I'll just hide it. It'll be easier. I'll figure it out later. Yatta! And I need to show Discord. Okay, Discord share. Okay, show screen. And, no. I don't want to make a new scene. I want to get a new screen. No. You didn't say anything about cheesecake. No, I didn't hear anything about cheesecake. No. I heard nothing. Okay. Capture INTR. Yeah, you did. Okay. Let me change these around a bit. And see, I'm learning the tricks now, I guess. Just need to do some cropping. Crop. Filter. And crappy. See, you're watching me do live editing. I've gotten pretty good at doing this on the fly. Kita and top. Oh, Mama, eye boogers are kicking in. No, that's my eye boogers. 200. Okay, and okay, got that. What the? What have I done? Oh no! No! What have I done? Okay, why am I holding on to pole? Pole, go away! I don't want you, pole. I didn't say anything about pole. Oh God, what have I done? I think I just messed up my pole. I messed up the whole thing. Oh my God! Ah! Okay, remove that. That's not what I wanted at all. I think I totally messed up everything. How bad did I mess this up? Okay, I didn't mess it up that bad. Okay.
My.
I hear you. I don't know what I'm doing though.
My.
I'm making a mess. Where am I? What the heck am I? What the heck? Oh, what? Oh. What? What have I done? Okay. Oopsie. see. If I just... Ah, that's great. I'll remove that. Don't die on me, computer. That's not what I wanted. I don't hear anything about jerky. Nope. Okay. Duplicate. I haven't heard a thing about jerky. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if I can pull this off now. Okay. Hide that. I am not gonna deal with that. I'm not fighting with this today. Okay. You go away. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm locked. No wonder I can't find myself. I was locked. Ugh. Okay. Now I won't be in trouble. Okay. Now I can put Discord back in. Window capture. That's not Discord. That don't look like anything like Discord. Okay, there we go. Haha! We're getting closer. Filter. Now I gotta crop it again. Let's go by. I don't want to cut you apart. Okay. And probably opacity. Okay. Make it a little bit of an illusion. Okay. And now we got stabby stab.
It's all illusion.
Yes, it is. Totally crazy illusion. And I forgot the cool background. One more thing. Media source. Yeah, cool frame. Gotta have cool frame. That's a staple. Transform. Stretch to bounds. And close enough. Except for the fact it's covering her over. Okay. There we go. So let's do a quick stabby stab. And I have a backup plan. Okay. Stabby stab. Where's my stabby stab? Stabby! Come on, Stabby. Stabby. There we go. And I'm going to pop Sarah in there just because I want to. Eat that. Ready? I'm... Murder! Yeah. Stabby, stab, 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 stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab. Murder. Okay, and this is just money. I go random. Got that. And we got our next move on. Start battle. Hayaku. Okay, and what do I need next? Barbarian. Okay, got that. And back to where did I think I get? There we go. Okay. Now where I put my interview questions? I forgot my interview. Oh my gosh, that's database. Oh yeah, you guys are not gonna believe what I did today. I kind of locked myself out of the entire TPR website because my password got corrupted because of the different databases I put on there. So I have lost all access to TPR for a few hours. It wasn't fun. What happened there? What happened to those questions? I lost my questions. Should be still my channel, right?
It's a very Sandy thing to do.
Of course it would be.
Just saying.
Exactly. Where did I put the questions? Okay, there we are. Because I always forget. Okay. Okay. I don't want to pop it out. Get back over there. Get over there. Come on. I don't want to pop out the player. Pop it in the player. Okay, there we go. Okay. Macaroni and fried cheeses. Get out of their database. I'm not dealing with that database. No. Okay. Ask to interview someone and loses. Yes, that is me. That is totally 100% me. Okay. Okay, we are here with Sarah Britt, and we are going to interview her and let them explain their channel and give them all kinds of love. Okay, Sarah.
Hello, everyone.
Hiya.
Hi.
Sarah, will you give me your idea and the concept of your channel? How did you come up with the idea for it?
I mean, hard to say what the idea was. I like purple, so I made a purple theme for my overlay, and the inspiration behind the character is just, well, this is me. Hard to explain exactly, but this is a personal representation of myself.
Why did you go for the Kasune style, though?
Yeah.
Okay. What inspired you to start streaming? What was your ignition? I'm looking the wrong way.
Initially, someone wanted to do some streaming for the Final Fantasy V 4-job Fiesta, and I didn't really know much about streaming, but I offered to help her try and figure stuff out, which of course required me to figure stuff out. So we worked together to try and figure things out. You know, once I knew how to stream, I just kept doing it off and on. And then early last year, I just decided that I would stream more because I enjoyed it, and you know, it was something to give myself something to do.
Okay. Do you have any long-term or short-term goals for your career in streaming?
Term or short term? I can't say that I do. I'm just happy for the fact that I have people who enjoy watching my streams, and the fact that I get to put myself out there with people who enjoy coming around, and people that I get to raid me, and just a group of streamers that I get to hang around with.
And I always see you playing a lot of really great indie games. Are there any genres or styles you'd like to stream the most?
I do enjoy roguelikes a lot, although sometimes I find it hard to actually play them on stream. Story-driven games are a nice big plus as well, which is why I have dedicated Saturdays to them. And yeah, I mean, story-driven games have been a great thing for me, because if they're not already voice acted, that means that I get to do the voice acting for them, and I really enjoy doing that. I've enjoyed doing voice modulation of my own ever since I was a kid.
Neat. So you'd like to make up your own characters, right? Or the sounds for them?
Yeah. Use different accents, use different tonal voices, all sorts of different things. It's quite enjoyable for me.
Okay. And last question, what's the best time for people to catch you all the time?
Do have a schedule. I always stream Tuesdays and Saturday evenings, Eastern Time, and Friday afternoons.
Minecraft story mode? Celeste, you're playing Celeste. Definitely remember that.
Ah, yes.
That That was quite.
Nope, definitely not an embarrassing one.
Thank you. I did not die.
Oh, here's another question for you. Your opinion. How do you feel about VTubing in general?
VTubing in general. Good question there. VTubing, I think, is a great way for people to be able to express a vision of themselves that is not always what they feel is the most authentic physical version of themselves. Also, it is a great way for people to portray a role, which is, like, for instance, the HoloLive VTubers and such, the really popular ones. Those ones are people playing a role most of the time. And it's a character, a personality. And that's something that can be sometimes more easily done with a VTuber model as well. Because there's a lot less worry about, oh, you're going to notice who this person is on the street and pull them off and say, oh, this is that person.
The anonymity.
And I'll have all these kind of worries about that.
I like the insecurities that you don't have to worry about with so much of it. It's a huge plus. Any other questions? Okay, I guess, Sarah, do you have anything you'd like to say that would, you want to tell people about your channel that we haven't covered?
Good question. Good question. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, honestly.
Me neither. My brain is turned off. That's why I had to look for a list of the questions, because I always forget that. Thinking hurts my head. I don't want to think anymore. Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and end it unless anyone had any other questions. Okay. Would anyone else like to take part in the interview process?
Thank you very much for having me, Sandy.
No problem. And remember, if you want to go for Sarah, here's her information, and I'll play another clip of hers while I was showing it. There it is. Twitch.tv/Sarah Bridge. How about ironic that there had to be two Celeste clips in a row?
Both from Farewell.
Wow. Okay. Would anyone like to be the next volunteer for an interview? Anyone? Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite. Heart. Just enough. Just enough. Just enough for a flesh wound.
One archaeologist, you know you want to.
I want to be a sacrifice. It's a good way to show your channel off. Oh, come on. My shoes are on my feet, see? My shoes are only as toxic as I want them to be. See? They're all hanging around, see? There they are. Oh, Sarah, there's shoes on your head. I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to hit you on your head. I'll be hiding now. Is it safe to come back out? Okay. Sorry. Okay, who will be the next volunteer to be interviewed? I am in the Discord on channel 2-player split screen. I only have room for one person at a time. Anyone? I'll hide the screen until I come back. Sorry, I didn't mean to kill you with my tubes. I really didn't mean that. I really didn't. Okay. Anyone else want? You also went already. You also had a chance. Sarah was the first one, so that counts. That counts. It counts. It counts. It counts. Ah. I hope I didn't ask the questions that are too hard. Get that. What about you, Nero? Are you still around? Why'd you pop in? When did this? I don't know. Come on. I would like to show off my friends to my audience. I like to show off how good streamers you guys are. I want you guys to be the ones who inspire others to watch you and to... Oh. Wah. Wah. Okay, fine. Okay. I see how this is going to be. You guys won't jump up to the plate, huh? Then I am going to interview Sandy AJ. And the most stupidest thing I've ever done. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard. Can I pull this off? Probably not. I'm hoping I don't crash everything. How am I going to do this? Can I do this? I'm thinking. See, it would be useful if I had two cameras that worked. Then I wouldn't have to fight it. Or do I? I really don't want to do it yet because I wanted to test something first before I did that. I am not. No. Oh. I thought I broke it for a second. No, I'm not the master of all VTubers. There are much better VTubers than me. I am kid rank compared to the many other DTubers. I'm pretty sure of that. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Steam! Stop being so meanie. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I don't know. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do this. If I had two cameras, I could actually pull it off. But I don't know if I can or not. Or can I? I don't know. Let me try. I don't think it's going to work, but it's one program that might work. I think I had it on my phone. Just trying to check it out while we're waiting. Just give me a second. I hope it works. I'm not sure if it's going to. Well, if you'd like to, the Discord room is open. Just go ahead and join me. And I'll set it up. I'll pause it. I'm pausing. I was trying to get this program to launch, but no, that doesn't want to work either. Oh, come on, phone. Why are you such a mean phone? Why is my phone so mean to me? I have VTuber Studio on my phone, and it should be able to work as a separate camera, but I'm trying to do something first. I'm trying to see if I can get my other model in, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. should be in here. Unfortunately, I might have to use a different model, maybe. That might work. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Darn it! I don't know if I can pull this off or not. Because I don't know how to work this app without going nuts. I don't want to be a cat. Oh. Okay, I'll be a weird anime girl instead. Fine. Oh, God. Okay. Now can I send it to the phone is the question. Yes, I am a nut. Oh, hello. There it is. Look at that. That's a song. That's a song. That's the song that plays at the beginning of my stream right there. Calling California. I know that song anywhere. Now, how do I send it? Only 5 minutes. That sucks. I don't know. This guy is all looking complicated. He wants me to pay for their service in order to stream to my computer, and that's not going to work. Okay, fine. I will have to pull this off my own way. Oh, Steam. Oh, wait a second. Do I still have FaceRig installed? I hope I do. It'd be a lot easier if I do. Because FaceRig can use my old camera. I do have it installed still. Good. Now where's my other camera? I have no idea. Come on. Oh no. Ooh. No. Darn it. See, now when I finally, after months of having that camera, sitting around, waiting around for me to do something with it, when I finally need it, I can't find it. Isn't that the stupidest thing? I finally have a need for FaceRig, and I can't find my freaking camera for it. I need my PlayStation 3 camera for FaceRig to work, because FaceRig is the only program I have that reads that camera. Okay, so let's see here. Let me check something on Steam. Oh, not Steam. On Twitch real quick. I'm going to check, see if any of our... Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to open up a page. Did I say I wanted to open a page? No, I did not want to open a page. You missed it. Fine. Maybe they might be willing to talk. Let me check something. Real quick. I see a streamer from our community who's streaming now. I'm going to see if it's possible for me to interview him. I hope. Why do you keep doing that? Why? No, that's not how we do this. No. Ow. Did I just lose myself? The peak is worse. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Let me ask if you... Let me ask if they are up for something.
Holy freaking macaroni, guys!
Wait. Hey! Don't even start it. Go for someone I know first. Ask if they see what I want.
Hey, what's up, Sandy? You got mine.
Okay.
You don't want to do a Twitch chat. Probably DM me on Discord. That's the easiest way to get ahold of me. I can also
Yeah.
put up those Twitch whispers. That'll help you. You can hear me correctly. Oh, that'll be interesting.
Okay. Okay. Looks like we might have one. I hope.
What kind of, because,
Let me see.
wanted to ask some questions while you're showcasing the stream. Yeah, that's good interactivity. That's, you know. Luckily, I'm not playing something that's like full focus. My ADD has been real bad the last couple of nights. And yeah, I mean, like, I'm cool with the rebroadcast or whatever, if that's what you're planning on doing. If you want me to get into a call too, that could, wait.
Okay. Okay. Set it up.
How PG do I have to be? Because sometimes I like, sometimes I mess up.
There's a few questions to describe your channel. Pull yourself. Okay, so let's see if I can pull this off. I forgot the buttons. Where did I put my button? Web browser. Where did my web browser go? I misplaced my web browser. Okay, there it is.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. I need that for this screen. Okay. Okay. Let me just set this up here. Give me a moment to play. Sorry about the layout here, guys. I'm just trying to improvise as I go along.
Yeah. Oh no, that layering. Oh no. My computer's struggling.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go for another browser by itself. It will be better. So if I wanted to worry about messing up my existing settings.
Much appreciated, though. Thank you for thinking of me, and yeah, that'll be cool.
Yep, I'm doing this now. Let me just edit the screen. Go full screen to get the biggest shot. Theater mode is ideal. And I'll see if I can filter it down to fit it into the window. Yep, I'm doing this now. I had to interview with Sarah first, and now I want to go ahead and interview Cookie Karabi next. So let's see if I can crop everything down. Oh, that's too many zeros. Too many zeros. Oopsie. Okay, trying to get the best visual I can here.
Oh, Sandy, I didn't get to show. I assume that you're still listening at least
Yeah.
while you're setting up that stuff.
Yeah.
You could be streaming.
Yeah.
Don't know if you can see the stream right now, but like, this is a picture of one of my parents' pugs. His name is Choji. He is so angry because he's hungry, and he's so sad because he's hungry. he was just so upset. He's like,
Okay.
I'm so hungry.
Okay.
Could you feed me?
Transform.
Why won't you feed me?
And we'll
You
do the
already
stabby
ate.
stab after
Doesn't
this.
mean I'm not hungry.
It'll just be a little bit of a time. Okay, let me just fit into the
Also,
window.
I got some fan art done, or not fan art. I got some art commissioned. That's the right way to use it
Let's see. Let me see if I can find another way to do this.
as well. This is so exciting. I paid one of my friends to do this, and it is everything I wanted.
Okay, do one more time here. 1 second. Filter. I want to show the face a little bit better.
His so cute. Oh my god. It's,
Not that many.
It's, me and my buddy's characters were married in Final Fantasy 14, and he's doing his character is doing my character's hair. Liana is doing Carve's hair. I just use Carve for everything.
Okay, almost
It's
there,
so
almost
cute.
there.
I want to wear it on a shirt.
Yep, you guys are seeing them as I do this, so yeah. You guys get to check them out while I do this. I'm totally not professional with this, but this is my first time trying to attempt something like this, so it might take a few moments. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's go 200.
Oh man, it's actually making me like really. It's funny how weird things make me nervous lately, even though I'm like on camera all the time and I have random people come by. But
Okay.
it's like doing the homework, making
I'm gonna
making
blow it up a
videos
little bit
for
more so they you guys can
class.
see them a little bit better.
I
How's
get
that?
really nervous.
It's a little bit bigger, but yeah,
Like,
we can show you.
When we record the podcast, I'm not nervous, but thinking about like, oh, Sandy wants to like have a call and interview me. Like now I'm getting nervous. And it's like,
Nothing to
I'm
be
just
nervous
a weird
about.
dude who's really wholesome and weird and chill.
Nothing to be nervous about.
It'll be good content for your stream.
Okay, well, here we go. Okay, first question. I had to reword the first one because it was coming off a little confusing, so I'll say it this way. Where's my mousey? No, that's not the question. My question is not where's the mousey. Okay, where did I put my window? Okay. Okay. My channel now. Okay. First question. How do you decide the style for
I'm
your channel?
live on the channel now. Oh no, now they can see me being weird.
Nah, you're not weird. Where's my mousey? It's not the question.
Oh no.
How did you decide the style of your channel? That's what I
So,
would.
first question, how did you decide the style of the channel?
Okay, that's why I should have asked. That's
I
what I'm
guess
trying
the
to.
best way to say that is that it really that first year of streaming was really just trying to like dive deep into the production and trying to figure out how to, with what I had available, how to put up a decent quality stream. And that was a lot of just like experimenting, figuring out where I want to go as myself. And I had just originally imitated big streamer, big YouTuber, Maximilian Dude, because he's got this really interesting analyzation, talking about the history of fighting games a lot. At the time, I was playing a lot more fighting games, trying to compete. I should probably turn down the music just a little bit more. Assuming
Really,
that,
really.
it was blasting on you guys. And yeah, like, that first year was really just kind of imitating the person that I had as a role I had put up as a role model after interacting with in his stream for most of that year. And then lo and behold, like 9 years later now, almost 10 years later now, it's like, oh, 9 or 10 years later now, I'm like, I have gone through a lot in life, and I'm not really putting out a persona when I'm on stream. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. So that style of like really, really relaxed, just enjoying games and doing some analyzation on gameplay when people are interested in it, taking note of pretty much every game that I'm playing, from the productions, the art direction, the music and stuff. I will admit that paying attention to music design combined with sound design is pretty difficult as a streamer when it comes to terms like DMCA being a problem. So it's like, can I really enjoy a game's music if I
Gotcha,
get
gotcha.
copyright strikes?
Yeah, we'll do the stream raiders after
Yeah,
the
again,
interview.
just being kind to people, trying to give them a space to. Streamers are not, generally speaking, most streamers that I know are not professional therapists. But you know, promote mental health, promote kindness to people, analyze video games, chill. Just try to chill. Doesn't mean that we don't have hype moments, but it's the general consensus of like we're here to relax and play games and enjoy things. And if we're gonna talk about negative things, we really try to be not like harping on negative things. I want people to really focus on the positive things. And if something that you didn't like, maybe somebody else might like it. Try and give them a platform to talk about it. And unfortunately, that also comes with like the caveat of like, again, some people don't need to explain themselves. And at which point it's like, well, if you don't want to explain yourself, then we can't reach a mutual ground for understanding. Like, well, a pretty prime example would be like a lot of people don't like JRPGs when they're all the same kind of storyline of, ah, yes, I was just a boy, and now I'm a teenager, and now I'm a god, so I can kill God. Like, you know, some people aren't into the anime shenanigans, at which point I'm like, well, if you're only comparing the similarities, then like games haven't changed in years. It's what makes them different. When they're executed well, you tend to appreciate them a lot. Like with tropes, right? Tropes and stereotypes, like they exist, and some of them, when they're executed well, we really enjoy them. When they're executed poorly, you're just like, oh, this is cheese. I don't like this much cheese. I personally have like I personally have trouble with like Cheeto dust.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Sorry if I was rambling. I was just glad to have the stream open on my extra iPad and the internet's not messing up, and hanging out, supporting everybody. Much appreciated to Sandy for being curious. Yeah, yeah.
And while they do that, I'll show a clip from them. Here's a
Let me be awkward for all of your viewers and
knocked it blasted
and
in
your
your ass.
friends.
Like that, like
He
that.
fucking
Like
hit
fucking
you with that shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Show him what's up.
Show him what's
Make him
up.
pay. Make him
No!
pay.
Both a very simple question. Sounds very-
uh-oh.
He rammed. He rammed. For shame. For shame. For shame.
At the
Okay,
end
he
of
had
the
to
day,
stop and sing.
it was new grounds
Be a little too loud there.
in terms of content creation, and I wanted an easier way to like kind of record my gameplay for at the
Sorry
time.
about that. I screwed up.
Some friends wanted to put together some YouTube channels, and they didn't pan out, and I was still streaming, and I just kept on it. Further along, I was I realized like I'm gonna be playing like on one hand I'm gonna be playing games I might as well be streaming, and on another I really like socializing with people when it comes to terms of like they're interested in a game, they want to hear me talk about a game, right? Or people who play a game and they want to see other people playing the game and enjoying the game, that kind of stuff, and that community around it. For me, it was a real way to socialize and be social when I had incredible antisocial tendencies and like staying away from people because they don't want to talk about things that are meaningful and they don't want to talk about games. Like sometimes small talk really is just like, are you really interested in the weather right now, my man? Do you really care how my life has been the last couple of weeks, or are you just saying this is a pleasant for you? Like let's skip it and let's talk about something that you want to talk about. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, like a big part of why I really stuck to streaming was, I would have to say it really is like, I don't think he'll ever understand it, but Maximilian dude really helped me through a lot of my depression and appreciating games and developing that. And there's a billion people who run games done quick. as speedrunners. But as what it represents, I think Games Done Quick was a big inspiration for me to really pursue my own version of games and help people. Right? Games allow us to have a platform to help other people and talk about these things. And again, lo and behold, 9 years on, I'm still trucking along at this like low followers, low viewers count, but I got some subs. Thank you.
Nice.
Oh man, it's toasty today. Yeah.
A bit.
Ah, no, I can't type. Okay.
And yeah, Sandy, you know, being a content creator was always kind of one of the ways I could get into just talking about game and working on it and doing all the other cool stuff.
Yeah, they beat me.
And my way of
I only
making
did like
gaming into a
4 or
career,
5.
right?
They're 9.
Because I haven't found a game in a long time that made me want to push for competing, and I realized I don't have that drive. But I'm gonna keep enjoying games, and I'm gonna keep playing games and meeting people, and games are a solid foundation for the wide variety of stuff. Again, most of the time when I make this analogy, it's like, do you know how many people, when they learned how to read back in the good old days, and they were like, have you read this book? That's basically our generation's like, oh yeah, have you played this game? Do you know what this game is? I thought this game was interesting, right?
Yep. Keep that. Keep that. So I asked, do you have any goals, short term or long term, for your streaming career?
Thank you. Like that. Any goals? I think one of my most, I think long term, I want to work on, I want to work on getting the video editing stuff taken care of so I can do put out some potential YouTube content, make clips of stuff, random things. Like this game that I've been playing recently that I've been really hyped up for a while called Foxhole. I finally got a couple of them. I finally had some money and I bought my friends some copies during the Steam sale, and they were playing with me and they absolutely are enjoying it. It's super funny, super cool all the time. But again, like long term, I want to work on some video editing and build that up as part of the brand. Short term, in my mind, that's a long-term goal, and a short-term goal would be by the end of 2021, I break into the next 100 follows. What? I don't even know what my follow count is at right now. I think I have it on screen, and I can't even read it.
Aww.
Also goes to show that I need to fix some of those stuff.
I can't see it either.
Yeah, I think hitting the next 100 followers would be really, really cool. Short term, I think that building towards partnership is a weird medium area right there, because like that kind of happens naturally as long as I keep at it and I keep bringing up other people and I keep working with other people, and it'd just be really, really cool to like finally get some sponsorships or become a partner. Those are kind of more in tune with long-term goals. In the immediate short term, I would definitely have to say a lot of this is just celebrity stardom would be really, really weird and hard because mental health and whatnot. And as I've told you before, I'm doing a Bachelor's of Science with Full Sail University for their game design course, and let me tell you, I always thought that math was hard, and now they're trying to teach me that math can be discrete and show me formulas for English, and I have to sit here and read about oh, you mean to tell me that we can have a truth value and a false value for this entire sentence that they put together, and I have to figure out what the formula is for a sentence.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought that word problems were super tedious already. Now word problems are math.
Ow.
It's been really stressful.
Ow.
And yeah, I mean, I would, I guess another short-term goal would be like, I need to get better about rating and building up the audience and supporting.
Yeah, that hurt. That would hurt. I'll keep the
Cool
pain.
freaking other streamers and people like my friend Omniac. Push up to you. Yeah. And other cool people like Sandy AJ.
I just got
AJ, Sandy, AJ,
yeah. So what games do you like to stream most often?
What games do you like to stream most often? So, unfortunately, as a variety streamer, right, I'm sure you get this, where it's just like, there really is too many good games.
Exactly.
There's so many quality games out there in the last 10 years that when something doesn't meet your expectations, a lot of people go very, very negative and like, that's a trash game. But the reality is that like, it just didn't execute a certain thing that you wanted it to execute better. Other people are really, really enjoying this game, stuff like that. But on the stream, I think you'll most often catch me on stream playing games that are story focused, like JRPGs are probably one of the worst and best things for me to stream, because either you've played this freaking huge ass novel and you enjoyed it, or you didn't enjoy it. And now you're watching somebody who has to put in the 40 hours and beat this game, which I don't mind doing. I don't mind doing. JRPGs are one of my favorite genres. Other than JRPGs, I play a lot of MMOs for multiplayer. I have all of the MOBAs installed. I try to. I don't think I have any battle royales updated currently, because I don't like sweating like that. It's not fun for me, you know. But I definitely enjoy a lot of that single player game, and then the multiplayer games I do enjoy tend to be, like I said, MOBAs tend to be the most popular one, with say Smite. Most recently, I picked up League of Legends again.
Oh, I wanted that one.
I try to play some fighting games every now and then. We can look at this huge ass library together some other time and just realize, like, oh, for all of the games that I have, I really just play games by myself. Like,
don't make me jealous. I wanted that game too. I was actually drooling over it.
No making you jealous. I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry.
Okay. How about this? Okay.
Currently, right
Best
now,
time to catch up?
I'm working on trying to get that. Oh man, I'm trying to make time for all of these RPGs. Like, I bought Monster Hunter Rise. Not Monster Hunter Rise. I should have bought Monster Hunter Rise, honestly. Like, I had enough money, but I donated to GDQ, plus Summer Games Done Quick and Medicine Sun Frontier, Doctors Without Borders. But yeah, just again, I bought Monster Hunter Stories too. There's a whole bunch of JRPGs out there. I really loved them. I found them super charming. I'm trying to finish up another the Yuito run for Scarlet Nexus. I'm on the speedrun Discord, just kind of shooting the shit with them, but trying to explore into maybe speedrunning that, because it was a very fun game. When is the best time for people to catch you? I'm gonna be real with you guys. Those of you watching Sandy, I will stream for 8 to 12 hours on average, so you have a large window of time to come and chill.
Yeah. Wow.
That said, you're talking about, depending on when class takes place, whether where I have to, where I have to be in a Zoom call, whether I'm stressed out with school for the week. But on average, you can catch me starting the stream up around 2 p.m. Pacific time, and running it until like 1 or 2 a.m., 12 a.m. Pacific as well. So long 8 to 12-hour blocks. I'm gonna be honest. Again, the chill vibe also includes sometimes dealing with my ADHD, where I'm like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go get a snack. I come back and sit down. I forgot something, and I get up, go back, get it, come back. And a prime example would be like right now. I have 7 hours in this game, and I could skip so much dialogue and have been here in probably 2 hours.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
But when we do get people to hang out, it's always super fun. It's always enjoyable. Sandy's avatar is super cute. I really wish that I could have a cute avatar as well. Woo.
You get the okay. Okay.
It's okay. I've been on the internet for a long time. If you guys want to berate me.
Okay. 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 Clip from you now. Let's see. I'm gonna show another clip from Cookie Ninja Karate. Let's see. So you guys see what else they go for.
Show them a clip? I don't even know if I have any good clips unless you took a good clip.
It's all random. I can't help it. I can't tell. Looks like you were shooting a gun.
Good. Thank goodness.
Something. Looks like you were shooting something. Okay. Any questions for Cookie Ninja Karate?
I see it
Huh? What? Nande?
down there. God, I love your live editing there. Yeah, that was me messing around in a wonderful game called God's Eater. I believe that one was God Eater Burst 3.
3?
I was messing with the bullet system. God Eater. God Eater 1 didn't really have it. It had it, but it wasn't the same. God Eater 2 was really different, and then God Eater 3 was also really different. In that game, it's Monster Hunter-esque. You have big anime freaking mechanized weapons and stuff. That also goes with a customization bullet system, which quite a few games have you figuring out, for a lot of people, programming, but in a sly, kind of subtle way. A prime example with other than God Eater Burst and God Eater as a series would be would have
many
to be,
YouTubers?
Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12's Gambit system. You don't have to play with it. You can set up really simple gambits, and the game will play really well. And you don't have to use them. You can also swap your characters. But if you go into the depths of it, you're learning programming. You're learning to do a lot of if ands, if this then, etc. programming. And so, in a similar sense, God Eater 2 and 3 really blew up the customization bullet system. So, Jarvin Anime Boy wanted to ask you, how many VTubers do you know? From a personal standpoint, I wanted to say 2 or 3. One of my buddies from school uses a VTuber avatar. Sandy uses a VTuber avatar, and then I would have to double check because I have a lot of trouble keeping up with a couple of people, and I don't know whether or not one person is using their VTuber rig anymore, or if they're just not using a camera. Other than that, I mean, the popular ones, I'm gonna be honest, guys, Neanners and Iron Mouse and Project Melody of VShojo are all wonderful, wonderful gremlins, and they will never notice me though.
Aww.
Senpai will never notice me, and that is the sadness.
Okay. Any other
But
questions?
it's okay. They're people too. They have production studios. They're working with other people. Support the people you know, such as Sandy. My
I
buddy
know everything
Ozzy,
about nothing.
my buddy Insomniac. Support, help bring up the people you know. Always good.
Okay.
Oh, not to ramble on too much, but yeah, like learning how to program a bullet in God Eater was probably one of my favorite times learning how to program.
Ooh.
Definitely like, oh, you mean I shoot this bullet from a sniper rifle, it hits for sniper rifle damage, and then it shoots another bullet up, which creates a satellite, which then rains down meteor bullets everywhere. And it can't auto loop to a certain.
See,
like,
now you make me
it'll
jealous.
loop a couple of times, but there is a finite limit to how many times it'll combo off of itself like that. So stuff like that was really, really fun to experiment, which is what that clip was from. Figuring out that, oh, I can shoot a bullet when it hits the target, it shoots the orb, and then it just fire orb spins, you know.
Jealous again. That was.
Gucci move. It's all good. It's all love. I'm not trying to. I'm sorry.
Kita na yun. Okay, well, here's their link if you guys want to follow them. Ninja Karate, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Kita.
Nice. That's all well and good. Let me double check that. I mean, obviously support Sandy. Much love, fam. If again, as I had mentioned earlier on in the tiny interview, I've got a very, very modest short-term goal of just continuing to climb my followers list. So if you don't mind the weird shenanigans of me being a human in this world of other humans, please, that'd be really cool to send a follow. I'm just trying to check the actual count that I had there.
Okay.
Because I think my follower count is like
I have no
barely
idea.
off from 600 right now, as is. I want to say it was like 540, 550.
Okay.
It's a little
I gotta say this correctly. I'm about to head
What
into
is my followers?
stab mode. Okay. Thanks a lot for this. Okay, that's all I needed for the interview. About to head into stab mode now, and thanks a lot for this. Got that? Yep, because we are behind schedule on our stabs.
Hey, no problem. I'm glad I could help.
Catch you
And
later.
once again, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. And sending all the love to your stream and your have fun stabbing people. Stabbing.
Okay. Catch you later. Yep, I haven't forgotten. And I also remember that you claimed the prize, so let's go ahead and move on to that. Bye. Okay, so
Now
let's.
we need to-
Okay, so I have to go ahead and pause, and we need to go ahead and go stabby now. I forgot where my button for stabby was. Stabby! Oh, yeah, I had that. Okay. Okay, ready for the stabby? Our main attraction of the night, always. Kita na yun? Ready? Aim! Fire! Stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab. You got that, it. Woohoo. Okay. They're both exactly the same, so it looks like Dragon Star, you get one of these. Get down there. Does anyone else need a paladin? Yeah, tell me about it. Not a problem, Cookie Ninja. I hope more people get to follow you now that they got to know you a bit better. Get that. Anyone? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm begging. I think I'll go for them since they did most of the attacking there. Get down. Here we go. Awards granted. Back to map. Okay. Let's go for our next attack. Right here. Get ready for the next battle. Eat that? No. Okay, so who do I need to level up next? I don't know. Who do I need more? Go for ready. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay. I got so many characters. I don't know who I want to use. I definitely want my Centurion builder higher, but I'm trying to also get that goal of leveling up to the 20s, so I'll go from a Berserker. Doesn't look like there's any flyers, so it should be okay. Raid? That's not a raid yet, is it? No, I still have an hour. Are you trying to get rid of me? Are you trying to get rid of me, Seeker? Huh? Can't get rid of me that fast. We still got an hour. Unfortunately, I just realized I forgot to play a game. Oopsie. Sorry. So, I guess I'll leave this in you guys' hands. Would you like me to go attempt another interview, or would you like me to try to play something for an hour? I didn't realize I spent so much time with this. I'm sorry. But I got so much into it. I actually kind of like doing this. Sure. Another interview? Okay. Let's see. I'll ask again. Does anyone want to step into the Discord and do a Discord interview? Or I'm glad you like it. I like it when you guys get to see other streamers that I see potential in too. I find myself as an excellent judge of character. Now, if only I could drag Nero into one of these, it would be good. Night, Nero. Get that. And no more torturing me with cream puffs. Ha! Okay, so will anyone want to hop into the Discord, or will you like me to attempt to another live to chat interview? Not sure who else I have available. There's someone from Streamer Zone. What am I interviewing them? Live chat? Semi-personal. Well, I tried to keep the questions as strictly relegated towards streaming ambitions as it is, so you guys already saw the questions I'm asking everyone. But yeah, I understand. Yeah. So let's see. Who should I go for? Let's see. I'll ask after I get right through a chat. After I pass ads. The ads always a problem. We chat here. You're too shy to voice chat. Oh, come on. So all P to people. All P to people? P. I guess I hope you meant publicity. Otherwise, this has to do with toilets. Yes. They're playing I think it's Valorant. They may not be able to focus, but I ask. No, I don't want to take away the focus. Who else? Oh, Red Crown. Let's see. I'm thinking. The chat is still open. Yes, if you pop in, I'll be able to do it that way. I just need one person in. Do it quick before I start asking the next person. My eyes are starting to get boogery. Eyes are boogering. Eyes are boogering. Eyes are boogering. My contacts are getting all fuzzy. And when I rub my eyes, my character looks all kinds of weird and cuckoo. Even though I'm not moving. I hear movement. There you are. Hey, we switch it over. 1 second, super play.
It's later.
1 minute aside. I lost my screen again. Okay, so I'll go for here and here. And I will go back to you. And I will focus on you. Okay, did you want to show yourself on camera, or do you want to just have it like this?
Let's get that working.
Okay.
There we go.
Yay! Yay!
Eventually.
Okay, we have the gaming archaeologist for our next interview. Yay! 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 And
it took a while to get the courage to do it, but I did it in the end.
I try not to be scary. The only thing you have to fear is my shoes itself. That's the only thing you have to worry about.
No, it's more, it's more just the anxiety itself, but no, it's fine. Anyway, chat, hope you're all doing well.
Okay, so let me show everyone a quick clip from you real quick. So let's see here.
Oh god, what one's it gonna be?
I have no idea. That's the fun part about it.
People don't clip that many, and even some of the clips are a bit.
Resident Evil 2.
And I did see someone streaming it once.
Two?
It is
The PS2.
Oh yes, I remember that.
it's not even called Parasite Eve. Parasite Eve. It's called the third birth.
Not bad, doggy, but yeah.
Those dogs are always a pain in the butt.
I could get this grenade.
But at least it's far more of the tame games I've ever streamed.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to edit together from Harvester. That was a game that I can't quite recommend very easily.
Ooh, I'm afraid to
It's
ask
very
why.
gory.
Ooh, okay, I'm not thinking about that one. No. Okay.
No.
Okay, so let's start off with the questions. How did you decide the style for your channel?
Oh, that's not what the questions that were written down. Shit.
I tried to reword it so it won't be so hard to understand.
Unfortunately, I just put all that effort into trying style.
Like the archaeologist style you have.
Well, originally I didn't have a great idea of a style, but then I was trying to work on what to do with it, and I eventually came across the idea of, I'm focusing on sort of retro games or games that not many people know about, so I thought, Game the Archaeologist. Problem is, I then found out a couple months later that there's somebody else called Game the Archaeologist, so I was like, but too late. I've changed it now. That's it.
Aww. Oh, wait, screen. 1 second. Okay, wait. I finally found my camera. Now it's acting like a knucklehead. Let's see here. Okay. Next question. What inspired you to begin streaming?
Well, quite a few things.
Lost my
Quite a
face.
few things, to be fair. Part of it was,
Don't mind me, Mom. Lost my face.
Oh.
I just lost my face. Don't worry. Keep talking. I lost myself.
There you go, Sandy has no face. I think what partly inspired me was, as I'm still currently unemployed, and that's not likely to change. I thought I could do something during my time when I'm doing nothing at home. So that's why I initially thought of doing it. And I think my first stream ever was I recently bought that Call of Cthulhu game, and I streamed that. Although, the mistakes I made with streaming. The volume was completely incorrect, and you could hear me, but you can't hear the game. And then, on top of that, when I streamed the game Spider, which was a retro game, the OBS I had at the time was just the generic OBS, and it just caught like a still image. So I was talking over a still image the entire time, and then when I realised, oh wait, I could... When I realised that, I was like, oh no. So yeah, essentially it was partly to... sorry, I've just rambled to get there. Partly it was more to just get something done, but also... It was also a way to, like, discipline myself to finish all the many video games I've got on my list, like, to go through each one at a time. And, of course, all I thought at the time was, well, positive is, if I make someone laugh, that's a good thing. And if I inform people about a game that they've not heard of, that's another good thing.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a good one. like some of the strange... So like some of the strange games I've been playing recently, like Anachronox on the PC and Mystic Knights on the PS2.
I think I saw that one.
so that was
Nice
long.
That
That was a long answer.
Sorry. Okay, no problem. Do you have any goals, short-term or long-term for your streaming career?
I'd like to get to the point of being able to sustain myself and get myself off benefits, because that's a headache in itself. But I do also have many other project ideas in the background that I've kind of half started, or I can't start unless I get a certain amount of money to start, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But those are more background things to use in addition. Currently, I'm trying to focus on hitting Stream Raider affiliate because I've got loads of ideas for the skins, but I've just not hit the numbers yet.
How far do you need on the affiliate thing?
Yeah, the Stream Raiders affiliate.
Yeah, how close are you to the goal? Like, you think you need like so many followers and so many?
I'll just double check. It's average viewers, battles played, and average participants. So far, since I didn't stream today, that's just made things worse. Average viewership, 14 days is 6 out of 30, so I need to hit 30. That's the average viewership. Battles, I need to hit 20, which I always blow past normally. And average participants, in 7 days, I need 20. Yeah, Stabby, exactly.
You're getting there.
Oh yeah. And like I said, I have showcased the Stabby song to a few people on the Stream Raiders Discord as well.
I'm tempted to make you sing it. But we still have 17 minutes for the next battle anyway, so. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What games or genres do you like to stream the most often?
I know this is a much bigger answer.
Well,
Yeah, give me a second. Well, there's a large variety I enjoy. Usually, I bounce between indie and retro games. It's very funny when someone just sort of enters the stream and it's like, what is that? Or in some cases, they're like, what the hell is that? Because some of them are very strange. Like, parodious nonsense fantasy where it was like a side-scrolling space shooter, but the enemies you fought were weird. Like one of them was a cat, but it was also a flying pirate ship as well.
Huh? What?
And so yeah, there's a lot of times when people just walk in and they're like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, "Well, it's the game." But I do love story-focused games like Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2 I played recently, and Spiritfarer. The latter being of which did make me cry several times on stream as well, so that was entertaining, I'm sure, for numerous people. I usually just swap between each 2 games during the week, especially when I'm dealing with RPGs, because RPGs can take forever.
Definitely.
I've only beat this game once.
When is the best time to reach you?
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't finished with that one yet. I don't know. I've pretty much already said that. Wanted to showcase various games, but both interesting forgotten ones and some terrible ones to have a laugh at, like Resident Evil Survivor or even Star Fox Command. Oh, that last one.
Ouch.
But yeah, the last one. Last question. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. When is the best time for people to reach you? Catch you?
Pass. I mean,
That's not a day or time.
I mean, recently I've been pretty bad with keeping my time in general. Part of that is because I keep playing RimWorld, as you can see on on Discord. But the other reason is other things get in the way, But normally I aim to be online about 7 PM GMT on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So GMT, that's the UK time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday to Thursdays are the PC one. So sometimes it's like an indie or slightly old game. And then the Tuesday and Friday is where it's going to be something more retro or console based.
Okay.
Besides that, I just want to add a reminder that it is an adult-based stream as well, because unfortunately I have had people coming in once I did have one person saying that he came in with his daughter on his lap, and I was like, for God's sake, man, I've put this as an adult stream for a reason. It didn't help much that the game I was streaming was Rule of Rose.
I'm afraid
That's a sort of disturbing horror game, similar to Silent Hill in a way, but it's like it mostly involves children, and some of these children turn into the monsters, or the monsters are based on their characteristics.
Nobody make me play that game ever. No.
Well, it's on PS2, so I'd have to get you to go onto the PS2 emulator. I'd have to try and convince you to do that.
You guys have made me endure a whole week of Castlevania. Who knows what I'll be suffering through next?
Oh, that reminds me.
No.
There we go. One of those horror games you should add to the list is definitely that Spirit game that I mentioned earlier.
Don't you do that too, gamer?
It was a ghost hunting game. It's bloody It's really creepy.
I hope it's not scary as Spirit Camera, because that thing scared the poopy out of me. And
so what was it?
Spirit Camera, or the
Spirit Camera. Spirit Camera is close to the sort of game I'm playing at the moment, actually.
Yeah, it's part of the Fatal Frame saga. I think I played the GS version of it, and I was a little too scared to keep playing that. So yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
I have to look into that. Yeah, Spirit Hunter. That was it. Spirit Hunter Deathmark. That's the one. That is very creepy, and that's definitely one you should play.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Fatal Frame. It for those who might be in Europe or heard of it under a different title, it's also known as Project Zero.
Yeah, I think it's called Fatal Frame over here.
Yeah, it was very confusing when I was growing up and with the internet, because it was like, wait, what's this Fatal Frame people are talking about? I remember Project Zero. Where's Project Zero? And then it's like, oh wait a minute, they're the same game because reasons.
Yeah. Keep consistency, guys. Come on, name publishers.
Yeah, exactly. Although that's the funny thing I found about Resident Evil was, I think 7th one is named Biohazard, but obviously in Japan it's named Resident Evil. Biohazard Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Biohazard, but we get stuck with Resident Evil. I'd rather have it Biohazard, but then they brought the 7th game back over and they called that Biohazard. I'm like, what the heck was already called Biohazard? What the heck are you doing? Oh yeah, oh my gosh, don't get me started on the Final Fantasy 3 and 6 stuff. Oh my gosh, I still don't know what the heck the correct order is and which games have I missed because of all that craziness. Ugh.
If you ever want to hear about bad games to play Resident Evil Survivor. That is terrible.
No, thank you. I got enough Resident Evil games on my Steam. I actually have Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh,
5, 6,
fun.
and 7. And I have the I have Code Veronica on my Dreamcast, which I don't want to play. I haven't, and I'm too scared to play it. And even though it's
I quite liked Code Veronica, although I hated Steve in that. There's this character in there called Steve. He's a whiny little pissan. But yeah, Resident Evil 0 I quite liked, although you get extra costumes at the end, and you can play like Wesker mode, so you play as Wesker. Kind of. But yeah, that's a fun one. Yeah, so I just completely derailed the conversation there. I do apologise.
No problem. I was about to ask if anyone else had any questions for you.
Does anyone?
My 5.
Anyone? Cookie? Anyone? Hello? Questions?
No, I don't want Five Nights at Freddy's. No, thank you.
No. I'm not. No. I wouldn't stream that for different reasons. But yeah. I do have that as a rule actually on my channel. I have it where you can redeem to like what game to play next or whatever in the line. But I do also say that, I do hold the final decision on if there's a reason I won't stream it, I will be redeeming the points and say, look, I'm not going to stream it because of X.
Okay, I got Cookie Ninja Gravy asking you, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? That one took me a while to go through because I've seen so many movies. Especially, like as I said, before I started streaming, I was mostly just spending all day watching TV and so on.
Yeah, I see that DVD collection.
Going through everything, there's one film that I can always rewatch again and again and still enjoy that. And oddly, it's a mystery because normally they get boring because you know who did it. But
it's a movie for me.
It was Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah, it's a film that we will never see again. Because that was Warner Brothers and Disney working together on a film.
And Christopher Lloyd stole the show. I'm sorry.
He
best villain ever. He was a better villain in that than he was in Star Trek 3.
Oh, definitely. But like I say, he in that movie they even had it in their contracts that no animated characters had more screen time. So you always saw like a Disney one next to a Warner Brothers one. Oh wait, no, was it Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes. So you always saw them both like side by side.
Like Daffy and Donald.
Yeah, exactly. They always tried to keep it so that they had perfectly equal amount of times on screen. And let's be honest, in the gaming world, we've seen contracts like that fall apart in 5 minutes. Like the Deadpool game being on the store, then not on the store, then on the store, then not on the store. And then there's all those various arcade games that won't never get released because it's things like like Jim Sterling said once about the AVP arcade game. He said you'll never see that they said you'll never see that release because Sega made the game, Universal owned the rights to the characters, and I think Konami actually made it, published it.
So same thing with RoboCop versus Terminator then, right?
Yeah, it'd be a similar concept. You'd have to somehow get a contract between all these companies which don't like working together and make it in a state that it works, you know? But it's not going to happen.
Is that also why we don't see any Final Fantasy characters in the Kingdom Hearts games anymore?
That's a bit strange.
Yeah, in the later games, you don't see you see the original characters for the series, but from like 2 on down, you very rarely see other Final Fantasy characters really pop up as often.
That's weird, unless
It's more.
all I can imagine is that Disney started strong arming them. That's all I can imagine is because I mean, for example, they pulled all of their own properties off of Netflix when they created Disney Plus. And that's a shame because Netflix also made numerous Marvel-based TV shows.
Yeah, I love
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Daredevil, Luke Cage, I quite liked, as well as Jessica Jones and such.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I actually like the Iron Fist. It was actually starting to pick up when they canceled it. I was actually getting into it, and I guess
same with Iron Fist. I loved Iron Fist. Yeah.
Oh well, the MCU wants to cut out all of the TV characters anyway. So the Netflix groups, the ABC groups, the Hulu groups, the all the what was it, Freeform groups. All of those were under some other guy who was in charge of the TV division, and now they want to wipe them all off from canon, but who knows how they're going to go with it from now. Oh, wow.
They weren't confident in the Square characters. Are you serious?
Why? How could they not? How could they say that?
Fucking pub.
Come on.
People, honestly.
I want to see Yuna hanging out in there. I wanted to see Eureka! I wanted Eureka kicking some ass.
I would have been far more interested in seeing Yuna than what they did with like having Child Whacker or Child Tidus. It's like, you know, I prefer any other character.
Can you imagine if they had Disney characters interacting with Final Fantasy worlds?
That would be pretty interesting.
See, that's what they could have done. They could have done that. They said, okay, this game we went to Disney. This time we'll go to Final Fantasy. Ha ha! And no, it was a wasted opportunity.
It just reminds me of some of the games I've streamed. Some of them are, you know, never get seen in the West due to, well, craziness. I think one, it just wasn't that popular because it was kind of like a Resident Evil clone, but the weapons you had evolved and they got more powerful and XP and stuff. But unfortunately, I didn't get far. Oriental Blue was a Game Boy Advance game, so it's a Nintendo game. Done by, I think it's got that B in it. Can't remember what they call. Not Hasbro. It's. But anyway, but that one obviously didn't come to the West because one of the characters you rescue, he's surrounded by his dead children friends. All in a Nintendo game.
Okay, now you're killing me. Okay.
I mean, they were ogres, but they were still children. No details, obviously, but I mean, that was obviously the reason why Nintendo did not want to ship it over, which is a shame because it's a really good game.
Well, can't get past the censors with the good stuff. That's the sad thing. I still was waiting. The reason I actually got into wanting to be a game programmer myself was because I wanted to bring over some games that never made it over, like the Marmalade Boy sim for Super Nintendo. It's never ever been translated. I actually played it through from start to finish, only because I recognized the kanji for each character's names, and I just said, I want that character, I want that character, I want that character to like me, I'm gonna say something about that character. That's all I was able to do, and I actually got a good ending for once. But it was the first time I ever played a Japanese game from start to finish, not knowing what the hell I was doing.
Then there's also Police Noughts, if you ever heard of that one.
I haven't heard of that one. That's just crazy. Sakurai being a FGC.
Sorry?
I was looking about FGC. What's FGC? Sakurai.
I don't know. I think it's like missed part of what you said, and then I just saw the stream started going a bit weird.
Sounds
So I
right.
think it might have like had a bump. Yeah, I was
Sorry.
saying, have you heard of Police Noughts?
I haven't heard of Police Knots.
It's one of Kojima's earlier games on the PS1. Fans have made a translation on it that's so good,
Fighting game community.
you would swear it was done by a company of professionals.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely worth looking into, I'd suggest. And the story is quite interesting as well, because you play as this man whose ex-wife comes to him because he's like I think he's like a detective, and she asks for his help because her husband has disappeared on this space station where he has nowhere to go, but no one can find him. And at first he was just kind of like partially interested in helping, but then when he's looking out the window watching her leave, he then sees a mysterious man dressed in like full black leather and a helmet, and then kaboom! And then you get a shooting section. So it's like it's a visual novel, but it has a shooting section in it.
What? Now that's weird.
So yeah, that's definitely a game I'd highly recommend.
I'm looking at it right now. Weird.
Like I said, you can find a translation online which was fan made, but it's so professionally done. You'd swear that it was done by a company.
Yeah,
But no, that's just fans for you. Fans are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they put on the Saturn, the 3DO, PlayStation.
Yep.
PC.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, it never came to the West.
Darn it!
Yep.
We
Like I said, you can find a translation online.
Okay.
If you want, I can even look for a ROM for you if you like.
Okay. Oh, although those killing would be kind of scary because I expect a visual novel, and remember what happened with the letter. I didn't expect quick.
Oh, the letter! Oh god, that was scary.
I loved it though. It's the only horror game I can actually handle without losing my mind.
I need to get back to that actually.
I haven't found the true ending yet. I've seen other people get it, but I want to get it myself, but I don't know how to do it. I got the everybody lives ending. I got the everybody dies ending. I got some people
I've still not even finished it, so.
I have it on 2 different platforms, and I'm playing on my phone and on my computer, and I still haven't figured it out. I know
it's moments like that. It's moments like that that you're gonna have to go. Right, time for the walkthrough.
Okay.
Unfortunately, But yeah, I definitely recommend looking into that because it was a very good game, and I was like, again, why was this? Well, I guess the reason it was to come to the West because the visual novels, especially on the PS1, I can't imagine would have been very popular.
Okay. And I'm getting the notice that it's time for Stabby, so we'll go ahead and wrap up the interview now.
BioShock, yeah, that's a fun horror game. Well, more action than horror, really. And kind of a rip off of System Shock 2. But yeah, sorry, I'm going on again.
Okay, and since you're here for the Stabby, you get to sing along with me.
Okay, here we go then.
And
I apologise everyone ahead of times, but here we go. Here's a duet for everyone.
Where's my mousey? Okay, I lost my mousey. I always misplaced my mousey. Okay. Okay, ready? Aim. Fire! Boom. 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 Stabby, 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 stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, 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 stabby, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, 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 stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab, stabby, stab. Stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stabby stab, stab, stabby, stabby stab, stab, stabby, stabby stab, stabby. Okay. I think I hit my head a little too hard. Yep, it's over. I think I'm head banging a little too hard there. Well, there has to be something in there to hit. Okay. Okay, so question. Does anyone need money and who needs the musketeer? Oh, yeah, let me show the channel in just a moment. Just give me a sec. What was that? I missed it? Okay, I'm sorry. Yep, I'll do a shout out. Let me just get to the screen real quick. Where's my screen? Where's that screen? I lost the screen again. I always lose that thingy. Okay, well, I'm going to do a shout out so we can see another embarrassing clip and you'll give me the link. Why? Because I'm evil like that.
Same here. That's why I put extra points in the horror one.
That'll take a few seconds.
Especially with again, Spirit Hunter is very creepy.
Oh, I messed up on something. Okay.
Although it's interesting, you don't destroy the spirits. Depending on what you do, you can either destroy them or like purify them. Send them to the next life. And they all had very bad backstories as to why they became vengeful spirits.
Something blue? I can't tell what it is. I think you were playing this a while ago.
Oh, that's Oriental Blue, yes. That was the Game Boy Advance game I was telling you about. It's got a very interesting magic system, as you can see. You have to you collect these gems from drops from when you kill enemies, and you use them to cast spells. Like, they can cast spells by themselves, but you have to combine them to make really powerful ones.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, like, if you saw briefly there was that kid with the big, thing on his shoulder, and he had a horn. He was the kid that you save. And you get revenge for with as well.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm going on again.
No problem. Well, I think that was the end part of the interview. I was going to go ahead and start up the secret special. I wanted to do another game drawing, so I'll switch over to solo mode and let you guys enter into win another game voucher.
Oh, should I exit myself or?
Yeah, that's just disconnect. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Right.
Another good.
See you all later. Thank you all, and thank you for having me. And you have a good stream. I'll be lurking back and forth between RimWorld, I'm sure.
Okay.
Should be doing the videos, but that's it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's switch over to here. Yay. Okay, so like I said, I forgot about setting up a giveaway. I wanted to do the one every night, remember? And that's going to be the last Stream Raiders of the night because I don't have enough time to set up another one before the net connect turns off. So just give me a few moments and I'll go ahead and set up a drawing so you guys could have a chance to win a free game. And since we have 15 people here, I'll go ahead and award 2. Just give me a few moments to set it up. See, it wasn't so bad. You just have the effort of doing it, that's all. My eyes are starting to get boogery again. Eye boogers are attacking! Eye boogers are attacking me again. Okay, 500 channel points. Maximum tickets is 5. Creating and starting now. Okay. The drawing is now set. And that's the wrong screen I need. That's not that's the one I need. Right here. Okay, so if anyone wants to have a chance to win, have a good night, Dragon Sir. Win a free game off the list. Type in ! ticket. The max you can get is 5. And I'll be drawing 2 winners tonight. Well, last night's question is still on there. I forgot about that. Keep that. So what do you guys think? Should I do more interviews like this? Did you like it? My outer burgers are messing up. Eat that. Beat up, da, beat up, ba da, beat, ba da, ba da. Yep, I'm glad I got to showcase a lot of the streamers that I watch a lot. And I'm hoping you guys get to follow each other. And, oh no, don't do it. Don't do what I think you're going to do. No, don't do it. No. You don't need to. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, do not type that. I know what phrase you're about to type. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do Pika again. Okay. Oh, no.
Pika. Pika. Pika.
I'm going to hide him.
Pika. 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 Pikachu. Pika. Pikachu. Pika. Pikachu. And the speed up.
Why do you guys keep doing that? Okay. Also, want to make sure. What's the game, by the way? Huh? What game? Huh? Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure everyone knew about the exclamation point promo. Exclamation point promo is going to give a link to the giveaway I have going on Gleam. I'm giving away one copy of Tales of Berseria. Now, I know it's supposed to be a US. I bought it in the US. Most times, if you're able to get most of the if you're able to redeem most of the games I put on the list, no matter what your location is, you shouldn't have a problem. But there's always a possibility that it might have a region lock. So if there is, that's probably why. So I wanted to make sure everyone is aware that a game like that might have a region lock. But yeah. Oh, you already got it, see? Yeah. That's always a possibility. But yep. Well, the reason I was constantly specifying that, because more and more I see people, even though I put up the disclaimer about the most likely it's going to be a US code, I saw people in other countries also still going for it that I don't know if it's going to work for them or not. So just want to make sure that people knew about it. Yeah, that'll work. Yep, I already have it myself, so I don't need it, and I have 2 copies of it. I have 1 copy that I'm giving away, and 1 copy that's an S ticket. So I have 2 copies to give to offer. Get down that. And I thought I noticed something today. I could be wrong. I want to double check. I just want to see. I'm hoping I didn't misread this, but I believe. No, we don't. I thought we might have hit the 700 total, but we're still short by 3. And yes, my sister's back in town, and my sister's on the phone calling me. Yes, my darling Schwester. Wie geht's? I can guess that. I am on stream if you would like to come in and be heard by the world. It probably can. My microphone is very sensitive. Overly sensitive. Even get... my microphone will not grow any hair. My microphone doesn't need a fair. It has a tripod.
Welcome back.
What? You want me to get up and open the door and give you a hug? Oh, you can't be seen anyway. Don't give you a hug? Okay, my sister doesn't want me to give her a hug. I think signs of affection are purely prohibited. No, I didn't say my microphone has no hair. My microphone does not need to grow up hair. See what you started there? Okay. Well, I'm almost done, She. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
You're gonna have your own fan club pretty soon at this rate.
Okay, night night. Adios, my Schwester.
She said my microphone needed to grow up here. I gave up on any logic.
Thanks for the follow there, Zim Eats Waffles. I think I know.
With your following, we're one step closer to our goal of 700 and one step closer to our marble stream where we give people, a lot of people, a bunch of free games. I'm hoping we get to do that this week. I actually really do. Only like 2 people away at this rate. I like the marble streams. Okay, so has everyone entered the drawing who wants to win? Enter? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay, let's initiate the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing giveaway. Okay, winner number 1. Danworth.
Congratulations.
Got that. And winner number 2. Anime Artist Gamer.
Congratulations.
Got that. I'm going to award those vouchers real quick. Give me a second. That's not my script. I hope I'm still logged in. I accidentally logged myself out of the website earlier today. Don't ask me how, but I did. I actually locked myself out of my own site. Which is one of the reasons why I need to hurry up and get this system set up. And I remember I need to make sure it's game work for the capital G this time. That's where I messed up before. Okay, game work yours is added into the system. You just log in and access yours. And it was Enemy Artist Gamer for the second. Yep. Okay, Gamer, your voucher has been awarded too. Congratulations.
Your nose. Your nose tickles.
What's... Not yet. I still need to fix the other issue. Because if I don't fix this cookie issue, I won't have power to do anything. Because if I can't get into the back end of the actual website, I won't be able to merge the codes together. So that's a higher priority right now. But it will still be there. Just don't put too much in there. Keep a couple out until I get it ready. I won't do any purging till the end of the month anyway, so you got time to keep it out. I'll let everyone know when I'm about to do the purge. It's usually going to be like during the last week of the month. So you got time. I had to fix this cookie issue because my problem is, even though I have an active cookie here, where it's actually recognized that I'm logged in and such, it's not reading it here unless I log into here first. And since I accidentally locked myself out, it wasn't working. So I don't understand how to force it to read one type of cookie but not ignore the other cookie. So I'm trying to get it to read the same cookie, a different cookie, with the same data, and overpower the other cookie if there's no data from that cookie. And I had to make a login script too, which is kind of hard because everyone hasn't hit the edit profile button. See, what I need people to do is to, I need people to log into the site, then go to the link here, this link, after they logged in, and go ahead and add all of their information into it. Because I need the password to be put in there so I can link the password together so there'll be a combined variable. And I need the email. Well, the email should be pulled in there, but if it isn't, I need the email, username. So pretty much all I need is these three things. Email, your username, your Twitch username, I'm sorry, your email, and your password. I need that put into the second database, and since your password is, everyone's password is encrypted. I don't even know what the heck my own password is. That's how bad it is. I can show you. Oh crap, I can't show that. Can I show it? Let me show you how bad. Oh, I can't even get in it. Shh, it doesn't recognize me. See, another cookie issue. I broke a cookie. Okay, thank you. But yep, once that's all done, I'll be able to do a lot more. But I need everyone to set up this new account first. Then I can set up a login system to recognize the cookie. But because I needed to set it up where when you type in your username and your password that you choose, then it will work as a normal login system. But I also have to set it up where people can create a new account without allowing the spammers to get in. That's the hard part. So I'm thinking if I just allow that to be only open for people who are using the guest login system, maybe that will help avoid that. But I can do that for guests, but how do I do that for people who are logged in? Also, there's another problem. Every time I log into the back end of the Dolphin system, this is the Dolphin system, the whole pretty looking system right here. This is the Dolphin system. And anytime I go into the database now and try to make any changes to any of the panels, the whole site dies. It crashes. It freezes and I can't do anything about it till it resets the next day if I'm lucky. Something in their script is corrupting it and I have no way to fix it. That's why I had to make a whole new system from scratch because I don't want to be locked into that if it happens again. So yeah, I'm trying my best not to do any official editing unless I have no other choice. I know, it's a pain. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to get it to literally convert the list from what you see here. Convert all of this into this. Well, not this, but give me my mousey. Why is my mousey always disappearing on me? Okay. To this, where it reads all the data from the cookie. All you have to do is open up the page and you're there. You don't have to worry about logging in or anything. I just wanted to raid the cookie, then have the cookie last for a whole year until you decide to log in again. That's what I wanted to do. Then make it less complicated. I like the way that's actually a lot easier to work with. I also have remember that Tales of Berseria thing? The panel to sign up for this in there too. So yeah. All of my affiliate links are here. I even have my Play Asia. I have an affiliate system with Play Asia where people can buy imported games, imported music, imported art books from Play Asia. That's where I've been getting a lot of my imports from for years. And I've had an affiliate system with them, but I never pushed it. So I do have one. I just wish I could figure out how to get the pictures bigger. But yeah. I was hoping to do the same thing with Bright Stuff, but their affiliate system's kind of messed up. But yeah, I also have one on Amazon, but I'm not sure how to get a panel for that. I don't know. I'm an affiliate with a lot of places, so yeah. But if you buy game codes from any of those 4 sites, use my links, and I'll get some commission off of it. The commission will be used to pay for me buying more game codes to put on the list. That's simple. Because right now we are at 900 game codes on the list as of now. 900 games to pick from. And movies, and books, and Twitch subs, and DLC, and audio books, and comic books. All types of stuff. And my goal is to get more streamers to use it to reward their communities. So while I'm working on that, I'm helping to do what I can to help other streamers. Macaroni and cheese. Let's find out who is rateable tonight. Kita nayo. Ando show na. Mousy. Don't die on me. That's not the one I wanted. Macaroni and fried cheeses. Huh. I just realized something. Angry Artist Namer. You went through a whole stream without having me drink anything. Too late now because it's too late for me to drink, but that's the first time this actually happened. I just realized something. Oh, hush, Sandy. You went through a whole stream without having me drink anything. So let's see who to raid. Yeah, I know who I'm going for. I'm going to leave it a surprise because I don't want them to know in case they're still here lurking. Daijobu, daijobu, yatta nai kedo, yatta ikono. Daijobu, daijobu. I'm up to no good, I'm up to no good. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Daijobu, daijobu. Initiating. Oh. You have subscriber only chat on? I can't do that. Sorry. Oh, you have subscriber only chat. I can't do that. I have to do someone else. Let's see. It's been a while since we rated them. Or them too. Let's go to them. Okay. So I'll go ahead and rate them. It's been a while since I've seen them, so I think they'll be a good person to rate. And my eyes are really getting foggy right now. I can see out of one eye and the other eye is looking all foggy, cloudy. So it's a little hard for me to see what I'm typing here. So I apologize for any mistakes I might have. Okay. Okay, so I'm initializing a raid for Alyssa Aura. I wanted to go for you, Cookie Karabi, but you have the subscriber only thingy on. Sorry. Maybe next time. Okay, so I hope you guys had some fun today. I want to go to the end screen before I forget that, because I always forget the end screen. Am I still talkable? I hope I am. Okay, mic is still on. Good. Yep, I hope you guys had some fun. Tomorrow, we'll try to do some more interviews. Well, I understand the need for them sometimes, but it does get annoying when it comes to a radio show. Get that. Okay, so we're going to rate Alyssa Aura, another VTuber, and they are currently streaming. I forgot what they're streaming. Maybe it's weird. I can't see anymore. Oh, they're scrolling. The Elder Scrolls Online. So yeah. Thank you. Bob Ross.